Welcome.
Hello there.
Hey there, mate. Welcome.
Yeah, did you hear my? Sorry about this, but did you hear my voice messages I sent you?
Yeah, I was gonna actually tell you that on the podcast, but anyway, yeah, like happy Valentine's Day, mate. I hope you enjoyed the day, even though it's still, you know, a new day for you. For me, it's
Yeah,
almost.
it's not very good for me. I just wish I was somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You wish you were in Seattle? Oh no, not in Seattle. What was
Oh
it?
no.
Cedrico or something? Like what was?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot. Yeah. You also have gotten, Emily and Madison.
Oh bollocks! Sorry, but no thanks to that.
Yeah. How was your day? Did you do anything special, or did you, see anything special happening in your
Um,
neighborhood? Like,
um,
putting up any decorations or stuff, music.
nope, none at all. I've literally it's got me, myself, and some other things. That's all.
That's interesting. Yeah, same for me. Like, I also ran some errands. Like, I went to this ATM machine and set stuff up. And yeah, it's just been some interesting morning. Did some stuff at home. I had my college off today, so yeah, tomorrow I gotta go. But yeah, it's been a good day.
On a Sunday? Oh no, it's Monday tomorrow. It's Tuesday tomorrow. Idiots.
Oh, good God, no. Yeah. So how's your last week in choices and in other interactive stories? How did it go?
I I read Wake the Dead, I believe. Crimes of Passion and Surrender.
Oh, did Wig did it come out for you guys, like for
Oh
VIPs?
no, sorry, I didn't read Wake the Dead. Sorry, I'm getting back sidetracked there. I was reading Crimes of Passion and I Surrender, and that's about it. My VIP subscription cancelled, so but I'm not renewing it now. So until April or whenever Crimes of Passion comes out again. So you know,
Yeah. And also, I'm surprised that Untamable is gonna come out in February somewhere, and it's almost 14th February, meaning we're halfway through February. And choices they
actually,
have been,
technically not halfway because it's 28 days.
yeah, we're 14 times 2 is 28, right?
Shut up. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. I'm not thinking well today. Sorry. Bloody Nora.
No, yeah, I get that. But yeah, I mean, I'm just surprised they show hush hush about Untamable. No,
Apparently, I believe, if I'm not wrong here, it is going to be on a Wednesday on the 23rd. 1 minute. Sorry, the postman's here.
no worries. Yeah, okay. Tell me when you come back. You just reminded me of a song. It goes like, "Just got your letter from the postman the other day."
I've literally just run downstairs to get my letters. Let's see what this is. Oh, I know where it is. I'm not opening it.
Yeah, you have won. You have won a lottery.
If I won the lottery, I won't be bloody here. Well, I've got a new phone coming tonight anyway, so I've got something to look forward to today.
That's interesting. I mean, every time I talk to you, you say like you got a new phone coming. Like,
No,
what's
no,
the matter?
honestly though, this one's an expensive one, over £1,000.
Okay. Well, that's
iPhone. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not renewing my subscription to Choices because I've read almost every book. So what the hell do I have to
yeah.
read? So I no point in.
I think Untamable is coming on a Friday. Maybe 25th or something, or I don't know.
Yeah. Let me have a look at that. Let's see if I can find something. I believe somebody said
What did you say?
planes come over my house every bloody time, man. It's annoying.
That's just a coincidence. Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting because like I was
February
saying,
23rd.
it's
Apparently.
coming out.
Apparently, yes.
And so, did do you know? Like, it's interesting. Like, choices didn't yet reveal, so it's gonna be less than 9 days or something, and they haven't even told us or revealed anything about the trailer, sneak peeks, or love interest sprites, or our co-workers or main characters. So that's pretty interesting. Like, why they have been so hush hush about it?
Yeah, it's a bit thingy as well. Choices didn't mention that Surrender had come out on the Friday. Apparently, got released. They didn't post anything on the socials. Oh, I wonder why. I don't know if you've seen this, but on to Reddit and like Facebook and that, not Twitter and Instagram. Uh, yeah, it's got. Honestly, I kid you not. I've got about 100 screenshots of everybody saying it's a terrible book so far, and as well, um, Mismatch as well. I've seen really bad reviews of that as well on
Yeah,
literally every platform, and it's. I can
yeah, I
understand
know.
why, to be honest, and I've got an
Yeah,
opinion about that. And do you want to know where it is? I've not even told you about this in ever. Not even told anybody this. Do you want to know where it is?
yeah. What is it?
Maggie should have been a love interest as well.
I know.
No, honestly, I was thinking that to myself the other day, and just reading from Reddit. I know it's not the best platform, but like because people are brutally honest on there, and some of the stuff what got said, good God, it was terrible. I don't mean I'm saying like really bad things about choices, like you're supposed to die or you're a bunch of pillocks or something. Do you know what I mean? It was just
Hmm.
genuine criticism. And
Yeah.
do you want to know what one of the most frequent ones was?
What?
Sorry about this. It's probably me complaining.
Yeah, no
I hate it when you
worries.
have like 5,000 screenshots on your phone. It's annoying.
Oh, that's I got. I think you got to delete some screenshots to free up some space.
You don't want to know. You don't want to know what the screenshots are about anyway. Not anything like that. Right, get this. Yeah, in the scene in Mismatch, people say, "Oh, it's a good book and there's good representation." Listen to this. Jacqueline makes quick work of her skirt and pants, tossing them aside. She embraces you again, hungrily running her hands over your sides.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't know where it means, do you?
Oh, like, can you repeat it again, please? I kind of got lost.
Jacqueline makes quick work of her skirt and pants,
Okay.
tossing them aside. She embraces you again, hungrily running her hands over her sides. Quick, then somebody said, quick work of her shirt and pants. That's an error then, likely due to not being changed from the male version. Yeah,
Oh,
right.
I see. Like, like skirts and pants, like an error, right?
Yes, because they
Oh,
won't be bothered to change it.
I know. I know. Like in mismatch, there are some errors. Like the one I found out, like they said, like there rise. So no, yeah. So I think it was something like there rises something, and then they wrote there's, like like the apostrophe s, like So then there's rises something. So there are some proofreading errors. I don't know if they like rushed this book or something. There was
Yes.
some problems, but yeah, there are some, like proofreading errors in this book that we don't often see in choices. I'll agree with that.
Do you want to know one of the biggest liked pictures was on Reddit the other day?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if my divorce attorney sent me this the day after meeting me, I'd call the cops, and it were a picture of where Reagan sent us the picture of that whip. And somebody says here as well, and with that, he jumped on one of my most hated love interests, which must be a new record before even finishing the chapters.
That's interesting. I mean, I read the first two chapters so far. So far, I still stick with my two opinions that in the love interest and main character, how they meet, how things start up between them. It's not unique. Like we have couple of, if not more than couple of same scenarios like Sam, Gabe, and then others. And
Note to
then
self:
yeah,
get her disembarred and have the MC from Lords of the Dragon file a sexual harassment lawsuit. Reagan, it's not every day I get to send a scandalous picture to a new client. Yeah, all right.
yeah, scandalous picture. That's right. But yeah, the second thing I would say is that kind of the BDSM, like the premise is good in this book, but if they hadn't rushed it, maybe given it a bit more time, like that would have been really even better. The
Yep.
connection to build between the main character and the love interest, like I'm not saying automatic connection, but something a little more genuine if the thought of like this is just something random it feels like. But 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 I would say after reading the first two chapters, like given what the book is about, BDSM, it's like the premise of the BDSM thing is really good, and the music, the background, and some art scenes. I think they really put their effort mainly on those, and it's the first two chapters so far looked solid, and not gonna lie, it's I'm reading Mismatch at the same time. It's better than Mismatch plot wise because I think there's more an intense stuff like what it is about the BDSM thing. There, it has promise, like some
Yep.
things have had gone right. I think it have been the most loved book for people who definitely like these. But even people seem to have some problems. I think one or two things fell flat, but it has a promise. So far, I read two chapters, and all I would say that it has the BDSM premise is good, and it has got a good promise. Wish the dynamic, the start off, the meeting was a bit unique and a bit new way how they feel for each other, unlike Gabe and Ethan, not Ethan, but Gabe and Sam scenarios or Justin scenarios. But it does have potential, I would say. Yeah, go on.
I won't disagree with that, to be honest. But what's so BDSM about sending a client you've never even known for a week or a day, saying, "No, have you been a good girl?" I mean, what is that really ethically right? No, it's not. I mean, let's face this: if somebody did that to me, I'd call the sexual harassment lawsuit 100%. I mean, let's just face this, and I think it's a good point for this, and if it's not, and we all have our own opinions, and I don't care. Yes, the Pat did cheat, but it could have gone a different way. The main character's not any better. Let's just say that she's not any better, is she?
She's
No,
not
she's
cheating
not.
on Pat. Oh, for starters, she's not like
Can I have
she's
an
not cheating.
opinion, please? Excuse me.
Yeah,
No, I'm being serious. She's not
yeah,
cheating. She's not
yeah.
cheating. Did you know an
No,
emotional affair is still an affair? Saying you're going
no,
to do things
because
for somebody else.
no, because
No,
look.
no, no, no. Sorry, you used to tell me everybody's allowed their own opinion. So why can't I elaborate on this?
Oh yeah, of
It,
course you can elaborate. You can have your opinion. I'm just saying like you are saying like this is cheating. So we're just having a conversation. I'm not saying your opinion is not valid.
no,
I'm
no, 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 no,
ready to.
no. I'm just saying. When you read the latest chapters and she's getting whipped, she's getting kissed and everything, is that cheating? Yes or no? Is the main character
It's
any better?
it's not. Okay. Well, so yeah, say your point. Then I'm gonna go. Yeah, just elaborate your point.
Ex- exactly. It is cheating. Hands down. Did you know? You don't believe this is true? You can go and search it up right now. An emotional affair is still an affair. That's the first two chapters. I get that. And that's what you're basing your opinion on.
Mhm,
That's fine. I'm basing my opinion on what I've read.
mhm,
You're saying that because it's not because nothing's happened hardly, which is fine.
mhm,
That's the first two chapters. I've read 14, 13, I can't remember. So it's like we're all going to have different opinions.
mhm.
So that's why I'm saying what the main character does isn't any better. And to me, instead of just jumping to the point where, oh, she's done this, she's done that, why couldn't she just. I get what you mean. It's just. I've read 14 chapters, I believe, I think it is. You've. No, 13, sorry. You've read
Mhm.
two.
Yeah.
So we're basing opinions on what we've read so far. And that's only two chapters for you.
Mhm,
And it's not gone proper into the relationship, if you'd call it that straight away. You
mhm,
know? So it's just like. I would argue that it's not cheating, but it technically is because revenge sex, per se, is still a crime. Cheating is a fair, sorry, is a crime. Is it? I'm just saying, a hypothetical question. Yes, the main character says this to that, but it's like, why couldn't you just try this stuff with Pat instead of just jumping the gun and saying, "Oh, she's this, she's that"? I mean, obviously, you're going to need to read the latest chapters to see what I mean. But do you know what I mean? I'm trying to say is we're basing it off two different. I've read two. You've read two chapters. I've read 13. Sorry, so it's like it's all going to differ.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
Yeah.
To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with you, but I'm just probably grasping at straws because, like, to be honest, it's not as bad as I thought it was. I'm going to say that, and you can go back and I said that a couple of weeks ago. But like, I'm not saying it's the best book. I'm not saying it's a bad book. Some things do need sorting out, like and there's a couple of things I will say though. That you know yourself that 50 Shades of Grey movies are not very good, are they? Like, people say they're not that much of a good representation.
But it has a good ending. It has a really good ending.
Good ending. And what's the reviews on it? Like 10, 20% good? Most of them are bad?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to know something funny about that?
What?
Hardly any of the writers had any personal experience with BDSM. They only watched the movies. They binge watched all the movies. They said in the Q&A. Yeah.
Now, there's an interesting thing. Like, I know BDSM is you should go into research, but like a lot of people who write, or the writers who write kissing scenes, maybe I was reading a fact or interview of a writer. Most of them, they haven't really kissed in real life, or they don't like kissing, but they write. So if they do their proper research, and if they like sort of make it interesting and do them it well, it doesn't matter if they really have a.
Yeah. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I just said that fact, like, it's because I read somewhere about the kissing scene. So yeah, but yeah, I do agree. Like, it can go either way when you don't have first-hand experience.
Yeah, I think as well. I think that's why it's hard to comment on it for you, in your opinion, because it's only 2 chapters in, and you can comment what you've liked so far. But I'm basing my opinion on what I've read, so it's like, yeah. And I think as well, I think it's good to have these kind of conversations, though, And it's like, it just hit hard, because I think as well what made it a bit harder was because, do you know what I'm trying to say here? Like, I'm not trying to say your opinion's wrong. I was just saying, do you know what I mean now, though? And I think the most realistic outcome we can say here in the ban is the fact that you've only read 2, I've read 13. So it's like it's different opinions, isn't it? So you're basing it on what you've read. I'm basing it on what I read. So it's like, it's hard to say. But so far,
it's still all right,
honestly, like, I will say it was okay. But like, it hits home where it's like people just. I'm like this myself. Sometimes I just think before I say something, before I think about it, and it's like, I probably did say that about Pat, but it just hits home for me, and it's like that's why I'm so passionate about it, And it's like, I just don't know. I mean, I'll agree with you. It's better than Mismatch. The first 2, if you, like you said, basing it on the first 2 chapters.
Yes.
Like you said, Mismatch is just. Look, I know it's a single love interest book, Mismatched, but I think you can agree that the romance between them two is
a bit too much. Yeah. It's like the main.
So in your face.
Yeah, and the choices don't have really lasting effect. I mean, it's not like the Nanny Affair book too, where it's only about hookups. It does have a really good plot and like the competition and some drama, but it's not like the best, interesting book out there.
Yeah, I did realise, and I did read on Reddit, that the dad was actually supposed to be a love interest, did you know? Because you told me, and I thought, I believed you, but I wanted to read it up myself, and it is actually true. I saw it on a post, and it's like, wow, where could have that have gone then? Well, see what I mean, though? Like, I don't mind love interest, but they need to do it right. That's why I think the perfect thing is 2 love interests.
Yeah. Like for
because
slow burn. That was a really good scenario.
yeah, I think that was quite a good perfect book in my opinion because Juliet, Julia,
Yeah, Julia and Yvette, I
yeah,
suppose. I reckon. Yeah.
yeah, equals it. It might go scenes either way, one or two each way, but still, they had quite equal screen time, 100%. And I think to me, and without spoiling anything, people who have you read it?
No, I have not read Slow Burn yet.
Very good, but it's honestly worth the wait. Really is, you know.
Yeah. It's a
But
it's an interesting book. I've heard Slow Burn. Like people are also waiting for this, and I don't
yeah,
know why there is mismatch before Slow Burn. I think if
yeah.
they released Slow Burn earlier,
And I don't know
specifically.
why they brought TNA 3 out before Bolas, but sorry, that's a different conversation for today.
Yeah, I mean, since they canceled Bolus and stuff, then I think it would have been better if they brought Slow Burn before
I
Mismatch.
find that funny, The people, I think I said this last week. I find it funny with that, and a lot of people said it as well. And more people than I was surprised at actually. Like somebody said, they say, "Oh, all this Bolas needs the time because it needs artwork and all that," but
Hmm.
yeah, when they say about Nanny Fair 2, it's like, well, that's a good book. It needs to come out straight away. Oh, come on, man. Get a bloody grip, man. Like, it's just
Yeah, it's a
unbelievable. But
money
yeah,
maker.
like we said about Surrender, it's
Yeah.
far from the worst book. Honestly, yes, the love interest might be a bit of a bitch.
Way better than the Nanny Affair book too. I mean, Surrender has more of a plot, music, and whatever it is. Anything's better than TNA2 these days.
Surrender is a better book for Nanny Affair series, all put together, probably
Yeah.
apart from book one, because being it Surrender doesn't try to hide the fact what the book is. People try to say Nanny Affair is not a smut book, where it is, but they try and hide it. Surrender doesn't hide it. It tells you it is, but that's what Nanny Affair is, but they hide it. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's
Yeah.
like it's it's unbelievable. But yeah,
It's outrageous. Like sometimes because it had so much
and
potential.
it's funny as well, isn't it? In it, man, because you know what that means. Pixelberry really care about, don't they? And I'm not
Yeah.
going to say anything.
Yeah.
They only care about people who have thirst for Sam. Let's be real.
Yeah.
And I think as
It's,
well, and I'll say this for the last time, I think it needs to get brought up again. Books need a break. I agree. All books need breaks to give the writers time to just digest and stuff like that. Well, if that's the case, then why ain't Surrender going into a book break? You know?
yeah, because it's the only book keeping the VIP players, well, the silent majority sane.
Yeah. And then silent majority of bloody straight females. But sorry, yeah. Anyway, next point.
Yeah, that's like really true.
No, it is, and it's like until people realize I'm not having a go or anything, I'm just saying uh, it's true.
Yeah, I mean, you know, most app stores cater to straight females anyway. You
And
know,
as well, if you want to know what else I've read this week, I tried to read some chapter stories. Don't even bother. Good God, they're some of the worst I've ever read.
no, they're like all with a main male love interest, like only male love interest books.
Oh
It's
no,
hard to get into them.
it's terrible, man. That's the point where I'm at, though. It's like, what do I do now? Like physically, what have we've got to read? Crimes of Passion, just going into hiatus. Wait for Dead, fine. Surrender. That's not going into book break. Probably know why.
And
But that leads
with
me to
the
believe that.
coming
Yeah, I think that'll have more chapters than we think. I've got a gut feeling. It
up.
can't go this. If Pixelberry
Someone
want to
told,
complain. Sorry, can I just say something quickly?
yeah,
People, Pixelberry keep elaborating, don't you, about books need breaks. And honestly, I'm all for that, I am. But don't release a book if it's not finished. That's
yeah,
what I've got to say. And
yeah.
if
I
you say,
think
yeah,
that's
well, that's fine. But, like, it makes me believe that if Surrender does have a book break, it should have had one by now, probably, shouldn't it? Halfway through the book, but we're not. We're almost fully done for the book if we're basing it on what the chapters are in the other books, which, like you're probably going to say, which makes me believe there could be more than 16 chapters.
That's interesting. You surrender?
Yes.
I think in Crimes of Passion there are 17 chapters. Someone told me on
Yeah.
YouTube. But I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, can I say something about your YouTube minute, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. That video you sent me, that picture you sent me, saying nearly over 1,000 views. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you something? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was for a Dream Zone book.
Yeah.
Which is sexist, apparently. But yet that many people watch it. Come on. It's... Oh, that's one of my favourite scenes as well. I didn't watch all the video, but I forgot which one it was. It was the one with... Oh, I don't want to spoil it for anyone. When we found out... Well, no, it's on the public website, so I can talk about it. It's not VIP.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
God, imagine Dream Zone did VIP. Going to be about £500 a month. But no, honestly, though... Is it that scene where we're in that police station and we turn into a demon and we like throw carrots at the wall? Oh.
Yeah, we're talking in back English, like sex was X, yes, blood was.
Yes. Can I ask you a question about that? Sorry.
Yeah.
Did you
Go
know
on.
where it said straight away? I did. I noticed it straight away. I thought, yeah, I know what that is. Blood, sex,
No,
and murder.
no. I had literally no idea it was sex and blood.
Honestly, I'm not tooting my own horn, beep, but honestly, I noticed it straight away. I thought, yep, 100%. Blood, sex, and murder. Yeah, but I thought, well, what does that show? What people like, you know?
Yeah.
It's but I mean, like we said, for choices, I'm looking forward to next chapter of Surrender. Oh no, I can't because I've not got VIP. Oh well, I have to wait a couple months. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many chapters it's gonna be. What chapter was it this week?
Do you want to have a look for you? I'll have a look now for
Yeah.
you. Bollocks. I mean, technically, that's not a swear word because every man's got some. If you.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just on my high horse today. Sorry. Did
No
you know
worries.
bitch is technically not a swear word because it's a female dog?
Yeah.
I'm not a female dog. My mum is.
You know, it's just, if you see, most swear words are basically, body parts or something related to that. I mean, you tell me a swear word.
Or something what you do with your body parts.
Yeah, like just tell me a swear word. Like I don't, the conversation is going a different. But tell me a swear word that's not a body part, or is not related to a body part, or is
What you
not
do.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
I'm going to say asshole, but if you're into that,
That's also a body part.
Yeah. You can't give somebody the middle finger because that's technically swearing, and a few other things as well. I actually, bastard, because technically that's a person who wasn't married. Parents wasn't married before they were born.
Yeah. A bastard son. Everything related to the some particular body part and some actions. That's interesting.
I can't think of anything. Yeah, I honestly can't think of anything else. Fuck's definitely not one because that's all Sam thinks about. So
Yeah.
That's another question. Right.
Yeah.
If a book is 17 plus, I saw this on a post somewhere on the other day, yesterday I think it was. Do you think books should have more swearing again if it's 17 plus? I said, yeah, why not? 17 plus anyway, so what's the problem?
Dude.
I don't mean
people.
Fuck. But I mean like don't imagine the nanny affair. Sam.
No. Whoa. Wait. I'll interrupt you here a little bit. I don't know what Dream Zone book, but there was fuckity, fuckos, fuck, crap,
Oh,
fuck.
it was Thirsty Girls. Fuck you, fuck, fuck, fuck,
Yeah,
no.
back to back. I was like, what is this? What in like what incarnation is that?
I know it's like if it's 17 plus though, seriously, what's the problem with it being swearing words in it? I don't mean like every sentence, because imagine the nanny affair. Fuck, 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 fuck. Shit, I've got to take the kids out for dinner. Fuck, 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 fuck. Well, yeah, you know, like it'd give it a bit more, like in the surrender, you know, like oh god, I'm not going to say what, like oh, fuck me, literally. Like, do you know what I mean? It'll give it a bit more substance. You know, it'll
Yeah.
give it a bit more oomph. Do you know what's funny? Yeah,
Yeah.
we're saying this, I believe, Valentine's Day. Wow. Of all days we could have said it on. Wow.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You
But yeah, I mean,
you're gonna go to hell. You're saying fuck, 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 fuck on Valentine's Day, huh?
fuck, 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 hell.
Oh,
I might have to read Half Human again today.
Jennifer, chapter 5.
No comment. God's sake. But yeah, I mean, what we've been talking about before that now. I forgot.
It's so usual that you're gonna forget it.
Oh, anyway, whatever it was, but yeah. Yep. I forgot. I forgot what we was talking about.
Okay. I don't know. We're talking about Valentine's Day? No, we're talking about surrender. I think nope. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was surrender. Sorry, yes. I think we stopped talking about it. So what is it now? I don't even know. Any general questions about choices this week? No, really don't. Except for I
Yeah,
got choices. Yes, that's it. Choices. We did actually give VIP players 100 diamonds.
100 diamonds. Yeah,
Wow.
100 diamonds. I mean, in America's most eligible, one diamond option costs 50 diamonds. I mean, what the heck is 100 diamonds gonna do?
I know. It's
That was like,
like I said in the group chat. I said, look, it's good about doing this, and I didn't disagree with anything what anybody says, and at least trying. But that's just a slap in the face. I mean, if you're
yeah,
reading Surrender, if you're reading Nanny Affair, put all jokes aside in here, Ben. It'd be gone in about 4 chapters, if that. It probably even 2. It it's just a slap in the face. It just really is.
yeah. I mean, like two chat. I mean, 100 diamonds. That's not a gift. If they had given like 400 diamonds or something, that'd have been fair.
Oh, but no, they won't do that.
And in Romance Club, they have like some options like there is a day when all the options are free, like all choices are free, or all keys are free. They should do some things like that, events.
Yeah, like I know what you mean. When they've released a story and you pay an upfront diamond thing, and then all the choices are free after that. Yeah.
Yeah, Diamond Rush.
Yeah, exactly. What's the problem with that? Doing something like that?
Exactly. Hey, so while we're at it, do you have any other like? I know you go through some Reddits and any other like controversial stuff. Because I think that would be fun to talk about those.
Yeah. Well, I'm not
So
honestly in a ban. I know we were probably arguing earlier, but like we said, a lot of people have said, all jokes aside, honestly, that Surrender is not a good book, the first 2 chapters. That's the people
yeah,
who wanted the book releasing. And it's like, all I saw were comments like, oh, why is the love interest doing this? Why is he doing that? I think one of the main ones was it's so rushed, which I would agree on, to be honest. It's so rushed at the start. It's unbelievable. Like you said, it would have been better if it had 3 or 4 chapters to actually get used to the Dom,
yeah, yeah. I mean, the how we meet them, it was a bit not unique at all, and a bit rushed somewhere. If they had did it in a different way and another dynamic, it would have been fun and
Yeah.
interesting to read. and but they have the premise good. The BDSM thing is good, and some good work they have there. But yeah, I mean, it was. We'll have to see how this builds up over chapters.
I saw one comment like this, and I actually agree with this. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
All this wouldn't have happened if the main character could have just. What if the main character liked Pat? She might have liked Pat because she was married to her, right?
yeah.
If that's the case then, and she look. It might get a bit controversial. This, and if she says she's as much as she is into BDSM, why didn't she just try and do it with Pat?
That's an interesting question. What do you think of that?
Because look, I know it's ethically not right what she did. You know what I'm trying to say. The love interest. No, the wife of
Pat,
Pat.
Pat.
Yeah, it's not right what she did. Yeah, but she said she wasn't. She didn't want to do it. Main character, she didn't want to do it. Join it. But yet, the day after or whenever it was, she said she wanted to do like she liked BDSM and she'd try it. Why couldn't she just try it with Pat? Join in straight away. What's the problem with that? And yes, I know what you're going to say. It'll be quite traumatic if you catch somebody doing it without telling you. Yeah, I
Yeah,
get that, but it's like I'd actually agree with that. And there's only one comment like that, and I thought I'd agree with that to a certain extent. You know, well, like we said, I mean, it's not as bad as I thought it would be, and I said it is, but you know,
yeah. I think to that question or comment, the first thing I think Reagan answered it a little bit in the first chapter I saw. So Reagan says that in like in like people have kinks like this, and they're also part of the BDSM community. But when you're in a marriage and a relationship, you're gonna have to communicate with your partner and see if they want to do it or not. So where it hurt, like Pat, probably if they have told the main character like, hey, something like that,
yeah,
and they introduce them with their own pace,
I said
I
that.
think that would have been fine.
Yeah,
But walking in on your partner like that, and then so it's kind of heartbreaking. And then main character also admits that watching them like that, it made her desire to be like that, but it hurt like Pat wouldn't want her to be in. And to be honest, Pat didn't seem like she cared or they cared about main character that much, because at some place they said, you can't handle a real job. So perhaps they didn't really think that the BDSM thing is okay for you know the main character. And then main character wanted someone to be to explore that with. And that's where Reagan came in. So from that point of view, it would have been a thing. Like, that's how I saw it. And yeah, so then it's justified for main character, like, who is learner here, and Reagan is the teacher. Now that teacher
but
needs to be.
you said it yourself, didn't you? But it's quite traumatic to do that. Yeah, but she can't be that traumatized by it if she's literally not bothered about a bloody lawyer sending her bloody pictures like that. She can't be that traumatized by it. Come on.
Yeah, I did say, but when I now read it firsthand, the main characters seemed like they were, it's like the nanny for
Yeah,
main character.
yeah,
Like, they
exactly.
had too much
No, I know what you
intrigue.
mean. It's like it's true though, isn't it? They said they're traumatized and they've had enough and it's not fair on them and that. Walked out. And then, but yet they said next couple of days after, oh, they want to get, they're not bothered about them sending pictures. What?
Yeah, because I think I felt like, like, personally, if I were in main character's place, and if I had no idea about BDSM and stuff, and I would be traumatized. But after reading what I felt like, the main character felt betrayed, cut off by her partner, and also
Can
something like she
I
felt
just
like
realised something
desired.
about that, yeah.
Yeah, she
Right,
felt
right, that's
desired.
fine. That's fine. That's communication's fine, yeah, isn't it?
Hmm.
And they're still technically in a marriage, aren't they? And I'm not going to say what I said before, but they're still technically in a marriage, then, aren't they? Yeah.
But personally, for
No,
me,
no, no,
I
no, no. Yes or no
it's
question. Are they technically still in a marriage? Have the divorce papers been signed yet?
they're
No.
divorce in process, so technically they can do, I think, whatever they, not technically, but ethically they can do whatever they want. I mean, specifically main
Right,
character,
right, 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 right.
they were cheated on.
I will say
That's what
something
I
about that.
think.
Yeah. You
Yeah, go
said
on.
yourself that need communication. Yeah.
Yeah.
So wouldn't why didn't the main character tell? I know what you're going to say to this. I definitely know what you're going to say to us. You're going to say, "Well, Pat didn't say out." But then technically that's revenge sex, isn't it? We have to on the other person.
No, it's not revenge sex technically, because revenge sex would be like, I see my, because I personally, that's my, I would like to know what you say. I think, like if I walk in on my partner having sex with someone, then I go like, oh, I gotta get laid on by someone. But that would have been a revenge sex that within like 1 or 2 days, I have had sex with someone.
But
But
that's fine.
here, yeah,
But I will say something about that, yeah?
yeah.
Now, this is where Pat and the main character are out the window. Reagan used that to her advantage. The first thing she thought about was doing that, not about helping us.
But I think main character seemed eager. Like they could have stopped. Like, hey, this
She
is
was that eager,
inappropriate.
but yet a couple of days before she was traumatized.
Yeah, but she also
I mean,
felt a desire.
sorry, but I mean, if you catch somebody doing BDSM and your partner, wife, husband, whatever you want to be called,
I know.
2 days
Yeah.
later, you're not going to be like, "Oh, sorry, I'm ready now to do it myself." It's going to take fucking time because she said herself that she's traumatized.
I mean,
And
for
and it,
you and me, that's true, man. I mean, I totally agree. If I had something like that, let's say 2 years ago, I would be like, that would have been totally a traumatic case for me.
yeah,
I
like
agree.
if it were a few months after,
Still,
still be it. But
yeah.
days you have to come on.
Yeah, but the
I mean,
main character here, they seem like different, because they seem to be like, when they saw Pat, what they felt like, she agreed. If you choose a certain choice, then you can admit it to Reagan that they felt tingle in their body. That main character felt like she wanted to explore this. So she felt heartbroken on one side, but deep down she wanted to enjoy that too, in place of Pat, like by a dominant. So I think it's like a dynamic, sort of way, like any normal person's. Yeah,
yeah. That's actually to be on a good point. To be honest.
yeah.
But if the main character's been into it all, like you said, they need communication. But if the main
Mhm.
character said she's always been into it, like, and she's always felt something like that, I could counteract that and say, why didn't the main character ask Pat if she was that into it?
That's a good question.
Because
But
if she
yeah,
was into it that much as she said she was, why didn't she ask Pat?
yeah, but I
And
think
why did she ask Reagan specifically? But if she, like I
mm,
said, if she was in it as much as she said she is, why didn't she ask Pat before?
yeah,
And if that's the
because
case, then what's the difference between Pat and Reagan? You tell
yeah,
me.
because one thing I think you are, I don't know, like, you have probably missed this point, but the main character didn't know about BDSM before she walked in on her partner. So that's the first time when they caught him. So catching, her partner like that broke her heart, but also that view, tingled something inside her. So that was still in her mind when she goes into the office, and then she meets Reagan. That also,
But
like the revenge sex you're talking about, like,
is
yeah,
is is it technically cheating what Pat did?
what Pat did, yeah, it is. I mean, it
So why
depends. Like,
isn't it for the main character and Reagan? Why isn't that cheating? Because they're doing the same stuff now, aren't they, in the latest chapters? So what's the difference?
yeah, the
Come on,
difference
no.
for me.
That's true. Because if Pat's cheating, you've just said yourself she's cheating. She did
Mm.
without communication. That's fine. But did
But
the main character communicate to Pat saying, "Look, I know we're not together anymore, but like, is it not together, but like not really?" No, it's true. If you just said it's cheating for them, why did it cheat it for Reagan and the main character?
because
Because
you
what?
tell
Because
me.
what?
Yeah, because there's a very clear line that when Pat has, is having dominatrix over and doing sex and BDSM stuff with her, it's when the main character and Pat are in a relationship. They didn't know what they're doing. They had a trust, and Pat is breaking the trust. And then main character is already out. They're going through a divorce. They're already over the relationship technically, and then the main character is having. So when main character is having something with Reagan, she doesn't have any mental bond with Pat. But when Pat is cheating on main character, Pat has a mental bond with, main character. So it's like one
Can I ask you a
is
question?
ethical, the other one is unethical. So
Can so
yeah,
you're saying Cats is unethical, Pats is unethical, but the main characters isn't, right? Well,
exactly.
can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a
Yeah,
question about that?
yeah.
Did Was they kissing in the BDSM? Yes or no? Pat and no.
I don't know. Like, they didn't show that much. Just the whipping part they showed.
Yeah. So why is that cheating?
Because cheating is whatever your partner feels like, because it's like the main character,
Because
right?
didn't the main character kiss Reagan?
Yeah, but after that, right? I mean, what do you think of that? Because how I saw that, the main character kissed Reagan, or even if she is having sex with them, it's I'm not gonna go into the legal basis, but ethically, they're already out of the relationship. You know what I mean? Like, think of this way, like, when Pat
That's
is cheating on,
Can I
yeah,
tell you something?
yeah,
I said that myself.
yeah, what?
1 minute. 1 minute.
Yeah, no
So,
worries.
where are you going? Oh, sorry. Sorry, talking about me. But yeah,
Yeah, no worries.
unethical. Yeah. Did
Yeah,
I say
go on.
that? I
Yeah.
said that from the start. I wrote it down.
Mhm.
It's unethical what the main character's doing as well.
Like, on what basis? Explain that, please. Elaborate. Can you elaborate on that?
Why should I?
Because you're saying unethical, so I'm saying, like
Why
if
is
you
it
can,
unethical what Pat did?
because yeah,
Why is
that's
it
a
not
good question.
unethical that if the main character kissed Reagan?
That's the first one. The first question I would like to answer, and it's a very good question. I think it's a very good question. So can you repeat the question again?
Yeah. Why is Pat unethical?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good question. So, okay, main character and Pan, they were living a married life. Let's say, I don't know if it was just girlfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend, or marriage, but I'm gonna go with marriage here. Okay,
I know.
marriage,
I know. I'm
because they
not
do.
disagreeing. I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say. You don't even need to elaborate on it anymore.
Yeah.
You're going to say
So
yes, it's unethical that they've been in a relationship for nearly over 10 years or whatever it was, and they're married for
yeah,
5 or whatever it was. Right, that's fine. And it's unethical that that's cheating. That's fine.
yeah, exactly.
But
Hands down.
and stop. I'm leaving then. Bye.
Yeah, you connected now? Yeah, yeah, go on. So last point I
No,
said,
no,
yeah,
no, no,
like,
no, no. I'm not allowed to speak. You said hands down. Sorry, I'm not speaking about it anymore. Sorry.
oh no, like, I thought there
No,
was
no,
a
no, no,
mistake.
no,
I
no.
said hands down.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but it's no. I'm not going to
And
speak
of
about it
course, I mean,
anymore. No, no,
look,
no, 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 no,
even
no,
if,
no,
even if we don't
no,
agree,
no, no,
that's the
no, no,
point.
no, no,
I
no,
said.
no. I
Remember
am
that.
being
Okay,
serious, Ivan.
we're allowed to
No,
talk. That's no problem. Like, talking is not bad. I mean, yeah, we're having a very good conversation right now.
a good
Yeah, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here on it.
Yeah. So elaborate on your point. Like,
Oh,
you said, to this, if you forgot, like, you said, like, that was cheating, and I said, yeah, hands down that. So then you're gonna say something and got cut off. But yeah, go on.
that's the thing. Unethically, it's not
Hmm.
right.
That's
Okay.
one, right?
Yes, that's 100% not right.
Hands down.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hands down. Yeah.
yeah. But legally, no. As much as I'm going to hate myself for saying this, legally they are still married. Papers say legally they are still married. So, is it any better legally? And I'm not talking about ethics here. I'm talking about the legal truth. I'm sounding like the main. I'm sounding like the main character from Laws of Attraction. The law side of it, just hands down law. You know, that's
Hmm.
probably what I am. That's who I am as a person. Do you know what I mean? And you know this as well. I'm a person who I set down laws and that's it. If you don't abide by the laws, then bye. But legally, on the paper, they are still married. So the main character went and she said she felt a tingle about that. But what I'm trying to say? It's like legally, unethically, it's wrong what Pat did. But legally, the main character did cheat as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's interesting point you brought
And
up.
then, well,
Like,
that's what I mean. I didn't elaborate as much on it as I want to do, but just leaving and coming back on, it's just made me realise, yes, there's two sides to it. Ethically and unethically and legally. There's a
yeah,
big difference there.
yeah. That's an interesting point. Like, I don't know, like, the one you brought up, the legal point. Like, to what point, like,
Legal
if
affair.
two partners are like going through a divorce period, whether they can have like, is it still a marital thing, or extramarital affair they can have, or if they can have sex. So that's a whole new territory. It's a legal territory that I'm not aware of. So
Yep.
legally that could be correct if that's the legal thing in
And do you know
that
what that
particular
makes
area.
me
Yeah,
realise, Nearban?
yeah.
I think that's what the story's going to be as well. I think Pat will find out that we're doing it with this. 100%. I think I know what'll happen. It'll get turned on us.
That'll be interesting. Yeah, that'll
Because
be interesting then.
in the latest chapter, I'm not saying this, but we know Reagan gave us an apartment, didn't she?
Hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah.
In the latest chapter, well, it's not spoiling anything that much, but she no tell literally hardly anybody, did she? Literally not even that many, yeah?
Yeah,
In the latest
I know,
chapter,
like,
no,
I
get
think,
this. In the latest chapter, we spoke to Pat. The Reagan spoke to Pat, right?
yeah,
And Pat knew that we got an apartment from Reagan.
yeah,
Who was the only two people who know? The Dominatrix and Anderson, that's Reagan's bodyguard.
yeah.
Mm.
That's a really interesting point you brought up. I think it's really a big possibility, because there's no kids, so that's probably out of the like, and
That's. If there was kids in this, that'd make me even more angry. I'd like, I wouldn't
ye-
give a fuck about me. Sorry for swearing, but I couldn't give a about myself then. Or the main character, or the love interest, or anybody in that book except for them kids. What would it do to these kids? It'd kill them, wouldn't it? But that's obviously
yeah,
out of the window. Sorry, that's just out of the window. Sorry, but yeah, it's.
yeah, that's out of the window. So
But yeah,
I
like I
think it's
said, though, I find it like
that's
you
the main
said, and a
plot,
lot of people have said,
divorce. Yeah,
because Reagan didn't tell anybody, did she, about the apartment? Only Anderson and probably the Dominatrix knew, didn't they?
yeah, yeah,
So it's like I find it funny that Pat Penn mentions this in the latest chapter, and that's all I'll say. It's like, but how did she know?
yeah. That's an interesting point, because the divorce is the main plot, how it's gonna happen. So
Yep.
like Reagan can, like, throw mud at us with that, or like can try
Mm.
to
I think,
create
like I
some
said,
wave on the water. But yeah, like that's a
that's what
valid
Pat will
point.
do. That'll be Pat's last resort. She'll go back to.
Yeah.
She knows something's going on, so it's
Yep.
like she'll try and turn the tables on us. And if it gets found out that we are doing what Pat did as well, that's where it comes into my point.
Yeah.
It's legally, we're technically, that's what I'm, do you know what I mean? Ethics
Yeah.
out of the window, legally, we would technically be cheating on her as well.
Exactly.
But
And
like I said, it's that's what I mean. It shows you how good of a book it is in its own way. It's not the best book, but it's because it actually has a good plot in it. That's what
mhm.
I like about this book so much. It's the actual plot. Do you know what I mean? I don't mean the plot is just the BDSM side, but do you know what I mean? Like the plot with the
Yeah, the
Pat
divorce one, and
knowing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
I
know that
think that's
now.
why I respect the writers for this book. The plot side of it. There's
Mhm.
some problems, yeah, but at least there's plot in it.
Yeah, like the love interest needs a character development as the story
Oh yeah,
ends. Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I mean, I agree with that. And I think you have a point there, or not a point, but I think you're onto something about that kind of plot. I think that could be Pat's last resort, or like
yeah,
the last trick up their sleeve. So yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't be
Because,
surprised if that happens.
like I said, it's legally Pat cheated. That's an affair.
Mhm.
Legally, though, technically, I'm just saying this. Sorry, technically, the main character did as well. Do you know what I mean? Unless the divorce papers are signed off saying divorce, you bitch, you cheated on me, you twat. You know what I mean? But legally,
Yeah,
they're still married.
yeah. I think that could be a big problem for main character if
Yep.
Pat like
I think as well. That's
triggers.
what she's not realizing. The main character that Pat is a bad person, but legally, people say ethically, you're not thinking about the characters or anything. That's fine. You've got to, but sometimes in some cases, in illegal cases, you've got to leave all emotions out of it because that can get in the way.
Yeah, I
Like
think
Reagan
that's what's
saves
gonna happen.
herself.
Yeah, I think I have a
But
fair point. I think that's what's gonna happen to make the big cliffhanger in the plot.
yep, yeah,
To something.
because I was just thinking about that now. Because it actually make the most sense of what could happen. Because she's definitely onto us, Pat. Obviously, from what I've read, I'm not spoiling anything other than I have. But without spoiling anything else, but yeah, that's what's probably where it's going at the moment.
definitely. All right. So, anything else? Any other questions from here? I think that was a really good conversation about this one. Any other comments or questions like this about this book or any? I
Um,
think today we can do that a bit more. That sounds really interesting.
I will say one thing.
Yeah.
I do agree with everybody
About
about the
what?
fact that I will say something. And God, please don't everybody have a go at me. I wish. Don't kill me for saying this. There was another love interest in that book. Um, Not a love interest per se, but just doing stuff with somebody else because it's
Oh, the dominatrix of Pat. She is pretty
yes,
fun, but again, like she's not gender customizable. So yeah.
yeah, and as well, I will add on that as well. It's lazy writing on Pixelberry's end. I mean, we've give praise where it is about this book, but let's just give it criticism when it is. I found it fucking unbelievable. And I didn't think anybody had believed me. Or anybody, not believe me, but like believe this point. But if you
Yeah.
choose the male Reagan, you get a male Solan? But like somebody says, what if you buy? What are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
It's
But
but
even worse than that, I would say how it's. I mean, I know it would have been even more like tedious work if it was like gender customizable. But it hurts like another smut book, another
how
gender lock book.
how is it hard writing though? Like you only have to change bits and parts of the dialogue. It's not like you're bloody changing the plot of the book. It's there's so many factors we do and don't know about. But I
Okay,
will
okay.
say a lot
I
of people
I
said,
want to comment something on here, and I don't want to sound sexist, but with Reagan and stuff, how some people are saying like the Reagan looks like a male, even though if you choose the female one, the problem is male and female, how they sexually feel attracted or how they feel that it's not the same. Because if they were to work with a female male main character, a lot of the characteristics would have been different. Like it's not
Leona,
like
Leona said it in Thirsty Girls. She likes women more because they know what to do more than a
yep.
woman's body.
Exactly, but also like how the main
Yeah.
character is
Exactly.
acting. Not many women
Did,
are
did,
going to jump on a male character, like, hey, I want. But male usually do
did you
that.
know
Like
what? Did you know what that
males
makes
have
me to
attraction
believe as
towards
well? Where it's clearly male coded into it. Let's be honest. Yeah,
female.
male written. Now, I'm going to say something extremely controversial here, everybody. So please forgive me. But aren't most of the characters women on the writers? Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah, they are. I think you're right.
Honestly, I'm not causing any controversy here. I'm just pointing the facts out. Male coded seems like it is. You know what I mean? Like you said with the writing, it just the description. It's just. But yeah, I think you just said there, but 100%.
Yeah. Like same with
It's
the nanny affair. I mean, imagine what female CEO, an older CEO, will take like a junior boss to just to like they will marry with them. Like not that common as opposed
no.
to a male CEO
Can I
taking
ask
a
you a question?
female in. Yeah,
Were the writers male or female for Nanny Affair?
of course,
Point
female.
taken. It's
Yeah,
it's people say I'm nitpicking here, but I'm not. I'm just stating facts. I don't know if
yeah,
the gay, lesbian, bi, whatever. I don't care about that, and I don't mean that in a horrible way. Everybody's equal. Everybody should be. I'm all for equality. We always are. We are on here, aren't we, in here, man?
yeah.
But it it just makes me wonder. I'm not sexist at all. At all. Far from it. But I'll just point out facts when they are facts and when the evidence is there. Most of the writers are female on Surrender. And it just irks me, like you said, that it's hard to play Surrender when you can't even, when there's loads of male DOMs and subs, but yet we can't even choose ours. What's the difference?
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Same
like
thing with the
saying that
nanny affair.
it's like saying sorry. It's
Yeah,
sorry. It's like saying that men can't be pleased. Men can't be
yeah,
something. Why can't they? Men want to be. Honestly,
yeah.
I'm going to
Two.
say it as it is, neighbour. I'm not
Yeah,
going to
I know.
swear any, but men want to be pleasured as well.
Yeah,
I'm trying to not make anybody laugh here. I'm being serious. No jokes. Men want
yeah.
to be
I mean,
pleased like that as well.
yeah. Same thing with the nanny affair. No, I thought maybe male nannies don't exist, but then book two, bam, like they said, there's a male nanny. Just your main character can't be gender customizable. But yeah, like I said, I mean, Wreck
Do
the
you know what,
Dead.
neighbour? You make a good point there. People don't
Yeah,
realise that, and I've just noticed this as well because you've just told me. People say there's hardly any male nannies, but yet if you choose a female Sam, you get a female nanny. But yet if you choose a male one, you get a male one. What's the difference?
yeah, and
But
and technically there are more male nannies in choices that book. I think male, like the male, because I think more, like more
exactly, and
people
that's a
chose
good
male.
point.
Yeah.
And that's a good point. But like
Yeah.
I said, not just women want to be pleased, men want to as well.
Yeah, but the
You probably got
problem is, I think, like with It Lives, Wake the Dead, Crimes of Passion, Blades, books like that, doesn't matter what main character you choose, but it's like equal. But when book are like that, like Queen Bee, what female professor would like to jump on a young male student's throat? It's mostly like, male professors going for a female student. Like that's the general thing we see, right? Like I'm not disrespecting anyone, and it's a fantasy, so anything can happen in fantasy.
But we're not
But
kink shaming. That's the word.
yeah, not king shaming, but the trope you believe, like a male CEO, like there are thousands of books in no matter in every media, in every app store, in every book, everywhere, like male CEO jumping for a young female every movies, employee, nanny affair, this
And
book,
anyway, can I say
Surrender.
something, please?
Yeah,
It honestly, it honestly really upsets me, because men want to be pleased as well. But I'm
yeah,
speaking from
I
personal
agree.
experience here, and it's like not everybody's a woman.
Exactly.
But I mean, if
Yeah,
you, whatever you identify as, I will not shame you here. I'm not kink shaming, but I'm just stating facts, aren't we, Neighbour? That
yeah.
it. I'm not sexist, but if have you noticed in the books what are more or less gender customizable love interests are the books where it's more or less male coded, but they just change the bits and it's a
Ava,
dialogue.
Ava,
But it is,
and yeah,
yeah, but it is still more or less male coded. You can tell by the writing.
of course, it
I
even
mean,
doesn't make
what have
sense.
you noticed in all them books? Most of the writers are female. Is there a
Yeah,
pattern
and
here?
it's
Yes.
mainly, I mean, that was my next point. Like, it's a fantasy here, okay? So anything can happen that doesn't happen in real life. So the main character should be, male or female, and the love interest also should be male or female. But some stories, if not most of the stories, feel like it would be, specifically gender, with single love interest, but that it would have been better if you had chosen a female main character and a male love interest, because that's how the real dynamic was made to work. Perhaps like you see, like most of the books, the Very Scandalous Proposal, of course that used to be a male, look, Ava and Simon, and female main character. I mean, if you play with a female love interest, even the story just doesn't make sense. I mean, the whole royal family is about females not getting powers, and then Eva, if you choose your female love interest, they're going to get some kingdom. That just doesn't make
That's
sense.
what pisses me off about that book. And I'm sorry for swearing, but it just pissed me off. Like,
Yeah,
I know we joke about it saying, oh, they take piss of the British, but that book is not British in any sense of the way. It says it is, but it's not. It's not one bit of an accurate representation. I know I say bloody sometimes, neighbour, but do I say it every time? No, I don't. We don't
oh,
all
the
bloody
love
drink
interest.
tea.
But yeah,
Fucking hell, man. Like,
yeah, because the writers were not
I'm going to
perhaps.
say something to you in here, man, but I didn't want to be disrespectful, and I'm not trying to. It's like me saying to you, go and eat a... You know what I'm trying to say? Go and eat a curry or something. Do you know what I mean? I'm not being racist, I'm being true. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
On here, man, I want you to clear something up here. Was not being racist there at all. I'm not. It's like me saying that to you. It's like you saying to me, why don't you go and drink a cup of tea? No, I don't drink bloody tea. I'll do sometimes, but like not every time. My pinky up going, oh, this is lovely. No. But like that book's just David was a nice, good-looking character, but apart from that, I could not get into the story. I read it all, but I could not get into the story. It's
Yeah,
not very
agreed.
good.
Agreed. That's like so. I mean, like Wake the Dead. That's where it's better. Like, doesn't matter
Yep.
what love interest you choose, what main character you choose. There is nothing. It doesn't feel like it's supposed. It was supposed to be a male or female book or male or female love interest. That's where books like Wake the Dead, Blades, Unexpected Errors, they stand out.
100%.
Yeah. All right. So, what else you wanted to say? I thought you wrote something down.
Um, I really bad because sorry, I just that stinks. But yeah, I mean, it's just irks me that in most of the books it's like a pattern. When it seems like it's male coded and written,
Yeah.
it does seem like a pattern where most of the writers are female. As much as it irks me to say this, you know,
Yeah.
well, it's true.
Yeah, there might be some truth to that. Like that's mostly true. It's not wrong.
I mean, look
But
at
I'm
this as
glad.
well. Everybody loves Bolt. I mean, yeah, sorry, go on, go on, go on, go on, go on.
No, no, go on, finish.
No, no,
I'll
no,
go
no,
later.
no. Honestly, you don't want to say it, so it's fine.
No, I was just gonna say, it's still at least it's like it's looking good. Like compared to last 2 years, this year we have more newly releasing books with gender customizable main character. Only so far, Princess Swap is gender locked. So, like, thankful for that.
What?
That at least what?
You are fucking kidding me.
Yeah,
It's
Princess Swap
gender
is
locked.
gender locked. Yeah, it is.
Why?
But Cursed Heart and Untamable are
Why?
gender customizable.
Fucking why? No, I'm not having to go at you on it, but fucking why? Yes,
Yeah.
it's called a princess swap, but what if you're the king and you're swapping a princess? What the fuck? Pixelberry are all about equality. My left testicle, they are. No, an earband. I don't care if you get demonetized. Sorry, I'll pay you myself. But seriously, they care about equality. Bollocks. Bullshit. Cow poo. No. No bloody way. Yes, it's called Princess Swap. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, but what if you're the king and you put up the princess? And then you fall for the princess. What? From your rival? Then vice versa. Come on. What?
Yeah. I think the Royal Romance crew is working on that. So that
That's the book what the Raw Romance crew are working on. Nobody can tell me different. I
yeah,
think. Because and
that's
if
the
it's some
new moneymaker.
100%, that's and I'm actually fed up of these royal books, to be honest. Like, because you don't really hear about royals in America, do you?
Nope.
And to be honest, this is going to annoy a lot of people, but choices have got to realise not everything is based in America, like, or New York. Like, fuck you know. And they're not from bloody New York. The base is in Los Angeles, I believe.
Which one?
Pixelberry.
Um,
I'll have a look now.
no, they're not in New York. They're in
California.
Cleveland. Yeah,
California.
yeah, California.
Not everything's based fucking in America, man. Please. But if you do it, they say, yeah, we have done books like that before. Yeah, but it's like me writing an American book saying every character goes to McDonald's. Nobody'd like that.
Yeah, that's McDermott's there.
Oh, McDermott's. Oh, for God's sake. What was it? Taco
Taco
Circle?
Bell. Yeah. Taco Bell. Taco truck.
There is actually taco trucks as well.
Oh
I
yeah.
like Taco Bell as well. Lovely. But yeah.
Yep. That's like. I mean, they should do something more. I don't know, like I have even I think I have even seen in a book. I don't know if it's Nanny Affair or something else. Food Truck Friday. They represented that Food Truck Friday there.
Yeah, like all like yeah.
So it's interesting.
Mm. And as well, what's choices obsessing with dogs? Adopting dogs all the
What?
time
What?
in almost every book.
Dog?
Dogs, yes, like adopting dogs in stories. Like not every
Squirrels?
fucking body likes dogs. I got bit
Yeah.
by a German Shepherd, so it's like I hate dogs now. Hate them. So it's like it irks me that. Do you know what I'm trying to say though? Have you noticed in most books it's like adopt this dog? No, adopt a
Cat.
rabbit
Yeah.
or something else. Fine, I'll do that. Or a parrot,
Yeah.
something. Yeah, I
I
just saw
know.
that on Reddit as well. I know Reddit's not the best place ever, but people speak the mind like me, so it's easy to get on with them. You know.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's like that, like emotionally blackmailing diamond scenes. I mean, most app
Oh,
stores have.
one. That's a different story we could talk about today if you wanted to. I hate when they do that, especially in Wolf Bride. That really pissed me off. Is it the
Yeah.
deer? The fawn, sorry, I should say. Yeah.
Oh, like when we deliver the baby.
Yeah, the fawn into it. The where we you either kill it or save it.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Thunderhoof.
That
Yeah.
look. I know it's nature, but that diamond locking that to save it is just sick.
Yeah.
Don't nobody's done
Exactly.
different. That was just wrong.
Exactly. I agree there. Yeah.
Because like you said, that's emotionally blackmailing somebody to say spend diamonds. But why should you have to spend diamonds to save somebody's life?
That happened before, Nicolay. In other books. So that's a cheap trick.
Oh, oh, is it Project Prometheus as well? Not to save her, but like to make sure she don't have any bad injuries. Like that was wrong in my opinion. It should just
Yeah.
be second nature to me. I mean,
Yep,
that
I
makes it
mean a
feasible to
lot of
me.
app stores use that. It's a pretty. I was reading a story, so they said you want to
What's
bring
up?
this person back to life,
You?
and then
Oh, you're going to Granddad's.
oh, no worries. Is it an
All
emergency?
right, then I'll come round in a bit. 1 minute.
Yeah, no worries.
Watch this. Wait, thank God my mum's gone. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. Do you need to go anytime soon?
No. My mum just went out because I said, "Where are you going?" And she said she's going to the shop. So I waited until she went and I said, "Thank God she's gone." Anyway, but like you said, oh God, I don't think she actually did leave. Like, yes, she did. God, I can imagine I said that and she didn't. But yeah, like I said, that do you know what I mean? That really irked me. That did. It was like it should just be second nature. You
Yeah.
know, if I see somebody in
Yeah.
danger, I'm like, I'll save them. I'll help them. It should just be second nature. You don't say to somebody, it's like me doing this, isn't it? It's like me saving you and saying, right, I want some money now. No,
Yeah.
I just
That's a cheap trick. In one app store, they said like there was a person who died, and they could have been brought back to life, and they made us spend diamonds. Like, yeah, spend diamonds to bring them back to life. And I didn't have diamonds, and then the other characters were like, "You didn't bring them back from life." I was like, "What the?"
should I have to like? But like I said, they shouldn't emotionally blackmail you like that, should they? Like, that's. I don't think we've ever even spoke about that on the podcast before. Never.
Yeah,
Like I said, that's another thing about irks me with choices where you do stuff like that. It's like no. I mean, with Wolf Pride, I didn't really spend loads and loads of diamonds, but like that I did because it just pissed me off that they do that. Like I know it's their nature and that's what they have to do, but like blackmail, like paying to choose to do that, no, that's just wrong. No, that's no thanks.
yeah. Like helping a friend, like if a friend is down, like take them
Look,
to
I
an
will say, if you
arcade
help
club.
somebody, you shouldn't expect anything back because what kind of person are you?
Yeah.
That's just
Yeah, like helping a friend out, like taking them to a park when they're down,
yeah,
spending diamond for that. It's okay, it's understandable. But
yeah.
if you want to get some two people together, or if you want to save someone's lives, or that's just
That's wrong
really cheap trick.
because you wouldn't expect me. I wouldn't expect you to pay me to save you. That's just wrong. That's just no. I do it for free, and I do it in a heartbeat for anybody if needed help when
Yeah.
knew and I liked whatever. Because to me, it's like I said, it's second nature. But yeah,
Should be. It
and
should be.
then when they say if you don't, it's like, oh, why don't you bring it back or why don't you save him? What?
Yeah, that's just
You
the
fucking
worst,
make that choice then.
Yeah, that's just the worst thing. Like when after you are hearing like you are on the chopping board, like it's like you're the bad person.
If somebody called me a bad person because I didn't save somebody because there was already not dead, but like really bad, and something else were up, and I'm saying, why didn't you do it? So, well, they're fine now. It's like, well, I think, like I said, I don't think we've actually ever spoke about this on the podcast before, have we? No, I don't think we ever have to talk about that on the podcast.
I think diamond scenes need to change. Like when
Yeah,
the diamond scene should come. When they should give us a diamond option. So
yeah,
that's a really good discussion here, because some app stores do the diamond scenes like morons and fools. Like seriously, I mean, with due respect to them, it's just it's totally sheeps. Like sheeple. It's following like someone did that in chapters or some, and the same. Every single app store follows the same. If you wanna
yeah.
band someone up, give a basic band-aid because they're bleeding, then hey, spend diamonds. I know they want us to buy diamonds and that's the business, but I think they need to change, and specifically choices, because that's different than most of the apps in a lot of aspects. It needs to change. It's just not right, I think.
No, I think as well. I think it's a different road for clothes because, like, you're actually getting some use out of it. You know what I mean? Like, that's different. But yeah, I think it's either that or at least make diamond choices cheaper.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
because if they give you 100,000, you hardly had any, and what if you were playing Witness? I personally like that book, but like, you'd spend the diamonds from 2 chapters. It's unbelievable.
that was a
But,
gap.
but yeah,
That
but
was
like,
full of gap.
yeah, I thought the plot was bang, but the diamond choices, like we both discussed before, and I've said it and said it again.
Yeah,
But if
for
that didn't have that many,
breakfast, to eat breakfast you need to eat breakfast you need to spend diamonds. That was like,
technically in real life, you don't actually have to pay money to have breakfast to buy the stuff. But
yes, I
but in a
agree
book,
with that.
come on.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
do agree with that. To be honest, it was a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I know, like, but yeah, I mean, you're right. You're not wrong from that perspective. But yeah, like in a story, when you are, like, that's just a bit too much.
Yeah, it is. Oh my
And
god.
also, there's a question: when there is a high price for VIP, should all the diamond options be free for VIPs? That's a very good point.
Nope.
Why?
I wouldn't say no, but like, I don't know because for what I'm paying now, I'd say yes. But if VIP was £10, I'd be like, I wouldn't expect it. It's
Yeah, I mean, personally, I feel like, like if I'm getting VIP with a high price per month, each month, and then I do, so if I want to, let's say, enjoy Wake the Dead, okay, a Crimes of Passion, let's say, I can't if I don't have VIP. So what would I have to do enjoy that book? I would have to, buy VIP. Okay, I bought VIP. Then I'm enjoying the book, but I want to hook up with the love interest, let's say. Okay, but I see like I need to spend 30 diamonds. Now, let's say I want each and every scene in that book, each and every cloth to enjoy the book fully, but I don't have that much diamonds. Now, people say, grind diamonds, but let's say I don't have much time to grind diamonds. So, what would I have to do? Spend more money on the diamonds? I think that's counterproductive. I think if you are buying VIP, you should be able to, access to all the premium scenes, because it's just too much
yeah.
waste. Like spend diamond to get a premium book, then get the premium scenes, buy more, spend more diamond, spend more money to
An Iban.
get the damage.
I'll say
Yeah,
something. Yeah, nothing
yeah,
bad,
yeah,
mate. But I'll say one thing to that.
yeah.
Look what Dream Zone do. If you replay a chapter, but you bought all the diamond scenes, you do not have to pay for them.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
what they should do, Pixelberry.
And also, they do not charge you for the keys. Like you don't have to wait for the keys when you replay it, but other books you have to, like wait, like you have to spend new keys.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. But yeah, I mean that's not going to stop me playing choices. No way. I love the app too much.
Yeah.
But I do agree with the fact that that's what I love about Dream Zone, and I'll keep saying it in here, Ben. That's what one thing I like about Dream Zone. But do that. I thought when I first started playing that, I thought, crap, I didn't mean to take that diamond option. And I thought, no, sorry, I did want to do it, but I wanted to replay it again. The Jennifer scenes. Oh shit, I didn't mean to say that. Whoops. But you know what I mean. Shut up.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, no, but I'm being real. I just want to see how it is because of that. But I do agree though. I thought, oh god, I want to replay that again. I thought I'm gonna have to pay again. So I thought, oh, stuff it. Why not? Right. I replayed it and I thought, oh, I don't have to pay for it again. I thought, that's so good. If you replay the book, you have to pay for the diamonds again, though. Choices again. I think you do. But still, come on. It's unbelievable, isn't it? It just is.
Yeah. Yeah, Dream Zone did do a good job with the keys. Like you don't have to spend any more keys, but in choices you do have to spend the keys.
Yeah,
That's
it's
just
just
yeah.
difficult.
Yeah. Yes. All right, so I think that was pretty much from my side. Do you have anything else to add or any other topic you want to bring up?
No, really.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess that would be it. But we can do another one, next week or before that. Well, we can just talk about some controversial things about choices, like have just some conversation about some controversial stuff. That'd be amazing, I guess.
Yeah, it's been good today, to be honest. I think what's a proper discussion if we all agree with each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I think as well, what I will say to elaborate what I said at the start before I left by accident, and just me being a fucking idiot. I think it is hard though. I think we can both agree on this. But if you've only read 2 and I've only read 13, it's like, you know what I mean? I was basing it. I should have just said this. I was basing it on what I've read so far up to chapter 13. But like we said, apart from that little mishap saving, it's been quite good today. But like you said, it's what is a conversation if everybody agrees with each other? That would be a boring business meeting, wouldn't it? Oh, let's do
Yeah,
this.
that'd be.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
that's the
yeah,
main
like
character in bloody Nanny Affair. Do you want to do this? Yes. Yes. Yes.
yeah, I mean, even if we reach 16 chapters of, let's say, Oath Bride, we can still disagree on something, and that's the point. We just, if we just agree and nod, like, hey,
Yeah.
like you said, like, yeah, that would be Fox News not talking.
Yeah. It'll just be like, yeah, it's good to
Yeah.
be like that.
Yeah, like it's like we'll be either preachers or like we're against something. Like this guy should run for president. Yes, he's God. Yeah, he's a really good person. Yeah, and this guy is not
Yeah.
a
Now
fit for
what?
president. Yeah, this is very not president. Everyone nodded like, yeah, that's right. That'd be a clown show.
The clown show. Yeah. That we've already got Nanny Affair.
Book two. Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, no, putting all jokes aside, everybody, but Nanny Affair book 1 was better than book 2.
Wait,
Nobody
wait,
can tell me
wait.
different. I actually liked book 1.
I
Like,
think if Nanny Affair was a standalone, it would have been one of the best books in choices, hands down.
yes, but what they did with book 2 was absolutely garbage. This they
Yeah,
even wanted to
garbage
hook
is
up. They
garbage is
wanted to
can.
hook up in a bloody ice cream when there's kids there, which is actually indecent exposure. This is
Yeah,
actually against the law.
I know. I look, garbages can even feed some cats and stuff, but this book two was like even not that, good.
No,
Way worse than garbage.
but yeah,
Yeah. All right. So it was good. I'll see you and the next week and this weekend. Stay safe. Take care. And yep, let's talk again.
bye, bye. It's been good.
Bye. Goodbye.